It's Monday morning in my garden, July 15th, 7 o'clock a.m. Been out here since 6:30, cleaning up a little bit. It's 75 degrees. It's gonna be another clear, hot day today. The birds are singing to me. They're saying, "Where's my food? Where's my food?" But I want to tell you a little bit more about wattle and how I use it in front of my raised beds. If you look at my post about, or my YouTube video and then my post about how to build a raised bed for your garden, you're going to see that right now I'm using these metal raised beds, which are just metal raised beds. It's metal. But in front of the raised beds, I'm using wattle. I'm going to continue this all around my garden, all around this area of my garden, and create a little medieval looking garden place. And it's going to be inside these raised beds. I'm going to plant my fragrance garden, which means I'm going to plant roses, only fragrant rose. Actually, Zephyrine, Druine. Some people say it's fragrant, and it has a bit of fragrance. It's just not just drop dead kind of fragrance, but this is one of my most faithful, and it's a rose that I count on it all over my garden. I love the way the new growth turns purple. If you followed my post, you'll know that I just love the combination of purple meeting green. That's defying the law of color. When purple, which has red in it, meets green and merges, it tends to create brown in painting. So it's just a real trick to paint this purple-green combination. And maybe because it's such a trick, I love to try. Well, I'm getting off track, but this is a poke plant that I'm allowing to stand here for now. This is only the first year that I've had a garden here, and this is going to become that purple and green hallelujah song. Next year I will not need to, because the roses and the irises that I'm going to plant here are going to take over this area. You see that I'm creating a cage for my irises. Build a better birdhouse. The irises that I plant are tall, old-fashioned Germanic iris that smell like my grandmother's garden. I used to love to go there. I used to love to smell the iris along the way. En route, I would spend a little time in her hollyhock bed. I called it my hollyhock house, because I could go inside that area, stand amidst those tall, swaying arms that kind of cradled me. And I know that what I'm doing here over and over again is creating a tall, swaying garden bed that will have arms that can reach out and cradle me. But let me go on with what's within my fragrance garden. This is a Claire Austin rose, which is really struggling. I planted it this spring, and she's just not done much. Some of the problem might have been is that she has so much to compete with, but none of the roses that I planted this spring are doing great yet. I know I'm going to come in here today, add more dirt to her, start watering her with a fury, but she is a fragrant rose. Claire Austin, Dave Austin. She's a Dave Austin rose. Right here is Spanish lavender. I did an experiment this year. I tried English lavender and I tried Spanish lavender. So far, this is the only lavender that has survived. It's very difficult to grow lavender in Mississippi. It is just too hot. And it is very sensitive. You have to put something underneath perlite, vermiculite, I can't remember exactly which one. I think it's perlite underneath the dirt so that the lavender will grow well. But I love lavender. It is the essence of an old-fashioned garden. I love it. This is lemon balm. Not very showy. But rub it and it smells just like, well, almost just like a fresh cut lemon. I'm gonna see if I can't find some recipes for cooking with lemon balm. I can only imagine what that would taste like in a tall glass of iced sweet tea. I'm gonna try that today because I can't seem to keep my lemons that I buy fresh. I'm gonna try lemon balm. I'm gonna make me a pot of tea in just a minute. My roses are in front of, not my roses, I'm set herbs in front of the raised bed because they're in pots and I can contain them. I'm not quite sure which one this is. I'm gonna have to, I'll look it up in just a second and tell you what this is. That's a pot. I know that these are sages, which to me smell like Thanksgiving at my grandma's and my mother's house. I have two kinds of, this is a phlox that I need to dig in deeper. I have phlox all out in here. On either side of this sundial, I have a native iris growing. I've planted another iris, and I hope I haven't lost it because things have been so out of control. I think it might be right over there, right there, which is the iris that they make perfume out of. It's a very, very, very sweet iris smell. So I have Claire Austin rose, lemon balm, Spanish lavender, herbs, and over here is some kind of little drift rose in front of, I'm not sure it's going to stay there, instead of that. The thing about Zephyrine Druin is that she doesn't have a huge fragrance. Some people, I swear, some people think she's fabulous. So I'm speaking with my own prejudices. But I like a rose that smells just like my grandma's house. And that's a hard, I need to bottle that essence and sell it, but I think somebody's already done that. But anyway, she has a great branching habit. She climbs tall, and she will branch all across this arbor. Right now, the morning glories are doing that branching across the arbor, but soon the Zephyrine Druin rose that you see right there, and what you don't see is right behind the arbor is the Lady Banksia rose. I don't buy either of those roses for their fragrance. I grow them because of their branching habit and the way that they will cover a space. In just a second. I believe that's another bee balm growing right there. So I can get on it. Right in there. Bee balm has or it could be right there also. Bee balm has a very distinctive smell. It's not really a smell that I love. Bee balm, native bee balm, which I hope one of those is my native bee balm that I planted, has the bergamot tea, the native bee balm they make bergamot tea out of. This is my Jacob Klein that has just been such a trooper. I got out here and messed him up. He and my hummingbirds have been mad at me. But even this Jacob Klein has a distinctive smell. I'm not sure I love the smell. I'll probably grow to love it. In fact, I'm going to tell you a story about that, growing to love something. When I was back there is milkweed. No, I can't think of the word right now. It's a gosh dog it. Can't think of it. It's not milkweed. Milkweed's right next to it. But this is another huge. I've had this Zephyrine Druin almost since I moved here, because there are some things I have to have. I have to have a Zephyrine Druin, and I have to have this iron arbor, which I've moved 4 times because it is that important to me. It's something that I can't replace. At least I hadn't found another replacement yet, or I would have bought it. Okay, right here is my, it looks, I need to see what's going on with it, is my coral honeysuckle, and it's not open yet. I don't have it, it'll open up in just a minute. And there's one little plant right, there's one little bit of it open right up there. But anyway, so this is my fragrance garden. I have some other fragrant roses growing over here. And like I say, I'm getting ready to work on, this is gonna be like a little square, like a little square, like a medieval garden. Little square with a few inlets and outlets for other things, but I will have these wattle-lined beds all around this square that will open into that big area, which is going to be my big rose garden. So I have big plans. I'm working hard, working every day. But today's goal, until it gets too hot, is to come in here and get dirt in this bed and to put this wattle. That's a wooden bed, which has a limited lifespan, but that's okay because I'm going to put solid dirt behind that. So I let it so what earth to earth, ashes to ashes. It's all, there'll be at the end of the line somewhere along the way, I'll have these metal beds to contain it. Other than that, it's all going to be dirt anyway because it's going to be a huge dirt rose garden. So, let me leave with one final thought. Well, I can't get to my course. I need to take a school on how to make iPhone videos. But, there's my back door again. This is another morning cherish place that I'm creating. Right outside my back door is my winter bird feeding station and my bougainvillea. And the seasons, they go round and round. And this is today's view of my garden.